In this movie, we're going to start talking about biped. Biped is in the Systems category on the Create panel. Here it is right here, biped. Just click here, and click, and drag, and release. And then I'm just going to right-click to get out of creation mode. So that's all it takes to create a biped. So I'm just going to zoom extents in this viewport, and then Alt-W to maximize it. So biped is a system of bones that's fully rigged and ready to animate. As you can see, it's basically designed for a human being, but it can be easily adapted to any biped, a chimpanzee or a penguin or whatever, and it's even used all the time for quadrupeds, horses and dogs and so on. Now I'm just going to hit H, select this is BIP 01, and just delete that. And you notice that deletes the whole biped. I'm going to click here, and let's just take a look at these creation panels a little bit. There are two creation methods, either drag height or drag position. If I drag height, as I click and drag, I'm determining the height of the biped. I'm just going to delete that. If I drag position, then the height is a given, and as I drag, I'm determining the position of the biped. You can create the structure of the biped, that is, what bones it has, either using this user interface, we'll look at that in a minute, or using a figure file. We'll go into figure files later. Here's the biped name. You could give it a different name here. And then the most important rollout is the body type. Here you can determine how many bones in each part of the structure. So for example, neck links. Let me zoom that. Neck links can now go up to 25 links. And this is great for certain types of animals that have long necks. In the previous version of Max 7, neck links only went up to 5. And that's true of a number of these other link parameters here. They went up to 5, and now they can go up to 25. You can determine the number of fingers and toes that your character will have. If your character is going to be wearing mittens, let's say, and shoes, then you don't need to give it 5 fingers and 5 toes, because they won't be visible and you wouldn't be animating them. If the fingers and toes are going to be visible, then of course you want to up that number to the correct number for your character. You can also completely eliminate the arms, if that's appropriate for your character. You can indicate that your character is going to have one or more props, such as a sword, and bones will be created for those props. Now I've accidentally clicked in the viewport here and gotten out of biped creation mode, but that's not a problem. Once you create a biped, you can always go to the motion panel. And as you can see, there's a lot here relating to the biped. We'll be going into all of this later, but right now I just want to look here at figure mode. Click on figure mode, and you get this structure rollout. Open that, and you have all the same options that you had previously in the creation mode, and you can change those, for example. Another option here is twist links. This creates links to allow limbs to twist more easily. So just click on twists and then determine how many twists you want in any particular limb. It used to be in Max 7 that twist links were confined only to the forearm. Now you can have them in the upper arm, forearm, thigh, calf, and there's also a special type of a twist link in the leg called a horse link, obviously designed with horses in mind. And if you up your leg links to 4, then this becomes enabled, and you can create these horse links. There are also different body types for the biped. We're in the skeleton type. Let me just expand this a little bit, see this more closely. You can have a male type, a female type, and the classic, which reflects the way that the biped skeleton looked when Character Studio first came out. So that's a basic introduction to creating and editing the biped, creating it in the Create panel and editing it in the Motion panel by going into Figure Mode. And then when you're through editing, by the way, you just click Figure Mode again